Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is gonna be a really quick video. I was supposed to do one about I think it was my favorite small shops, which I'm still gonna do, but it's gonna be next week because I'm waiting for something to come in. Anyway, a lot of people have been doing their Disney bucket list, and so I thought, because it seemed like it was fun and I like doing videos that I like seeing on YouTube, I thought I would share my bucket list. And I have 25 items on my bucket list, and it took a while to do it because I wasn't sure like which things are like the most important, and there's some things that were like would have originally been on my bucket list that I've actually been able to do. So this is just a quick rundown of my top 25 things that I like to be able to accomplish on any trip to Disney. Um, at the top of the list is I really would like to take a Disney cruise. I have been on at least one cruise. My daughter and I went to Canada many years ago, and we really enjoyed it. And so I can't even imagine what it'd be like to take a Disney cruise, because I think that would just be like crazy exciting if you're a Disney person. Um, Next on it is to become a Disney passporter. Now, I've actually been a Disney passporter holder, and it was in 2001 and 2002. What we ended up doing was we were able to get our Disney tickets, and after we did a little research, we found out if you paid a little extra more, you could get the passport. So we decided, hey, why not get the passport, then use it for this year and then go back again. And so we ended up going at Christmas time was when we upgraded, and it was just my daughters, my husband, and myself. My son didn't go back with us the next time, and then we went back again in August before they expired in December of the next year, and that was the only time we've ever had one. There are a whole lot more now than they used to be, so in order for me to do it now, it would really have to be like one of those things on the bucket list that you hope that you can do again. Next is a Disney marathon. And if my daughters are watching this, I know they are cracking up laughing. But I really would like to do a Disney marathon. And I've even been told that even if you can't run the Disney marathon, that some people actually walk it. And so because of that, hey, it's on my bucket list. I don't know that I will be able to run, and especially not at Disney in Florida in the heat. I just don't see that happening. I mean, I applaud everybody who does it, and I want to be one of those people who doesn't get in the way of the people who are actually like trying to run it, but it is on the bucket list of things. I just think it would be fun to just walk through or even try to half run through Disney. I just think that would be so much fun. And they have so many different things that you can see along the way and people cheering you on. And I've been on the side of where I've seen races where I've cheered people on, but I've never been in a race. And I would really like to do that. The next thing is I really want to go to Disneyland. My cousin lives in California, and he's been after us about coming out to California so he can take us to Disneyland. So that has always been at the top of my list. And the next one on the top of my list, also in the same category, would be to go to Disney Paris. I'm not like, I know a lot of people put on their bucket list, they like to visit every Disney park. In reality, I know that's never going to happen. But I have this dream of going back to Europe. My husband and I he was in the military, so we lived in Germany for like almost 7 years. And so we were young then and really didn't realize what the advantage was to being there when we were. So we would really like to go back again. And if we do, and I go to Paris and England, I'm going to Disney in Paris. So that's at the top of the bucket list. Disney's Very Merry Christmas Party is also on that list. We've been at Christmas time, close to Christmas twice. And so we've seen the Christmas parade, but just being able to see Christmas, the actual Christmas party and be a part of that is something that I really would like to do. So that is number 5. Number 6 on my Disney list is Disney's Wine and Dine Festival. Now I don't drink, but I would like to go so that I can try the different foods in the different countries, which you can do. I know some people do it like as a challenge to try to eat a food item in each of the different countries, which I could do because Epcot is one of our favorite parks to visit. We've been for Flower and Garden, so that was beautiful. We've been at Christmas time. I've never been in the fall, so maybe one day that'll be on the list. But fingers crossed, next year I will be 55, and that's at the top of my list, is to go to Disney to celebrate my 55th birthday. Now, my birthday is in April, but you can celebrate your birthday at Disney anytime. And so we're looking at going in November, and during the time that we're looking at, there will be the Food and Wine Festival, which I just think would be neat to go and do. Next on the list, number 9, is Mickey's Backyard Barbecue. But also, if not Mickey's Backyard Barbecue, I know there's another one, and I think I looked it up just to see what it was called. And I don't know if I can find it. I'm looking at my computer, which I have next to me. Oh, man. There's another thing that you can do. I don't know why it's not up here. Where you can go and see Chip and Dale at the campsite and watch a movie. So if I couldn't even do the barbecue, I would do that. I'm not a camp girl, but I like the idea of going to the Wilderness Lodge and sitting there and watching a movie one night, seeing the stars. I've never done a movie outside, so that's kind of why it's on my bucket list. That or the barbecue really doesn't matter to me. Number 10 is the D23. And I know it's in California, but I think they have like a smaller version of it in Florida. So if possible, I would like to go during that time, because then you hear about all the new things that are going to be coming out. And I know the big thing everyone is waiting is to find out what's going to be a part of the big 50th celebration of Disney World. And so I'd like to be able to go and see what D23 is like, because it's like a convention for Disney, and you get to see be there when all of the late breaking news comes out about what's coming up. Number 11 is meet some of my favorite YouTubers. Now that's going to actually later on be a separate video, so I'm not going to tell you who they are right now, but there are a couple that I follow on YouTube and I follow on Instagram that if I met them in the park would be just great. I really, I said this in the last video, I really love the community that is the Disney family. Do all 4 Disney parks in one day. Now, that's not every ride, because I know some people say on their bucket list is to ride every ride at Disney World. I don't get on roller coasters, so I know I'm not ever going to ride every ride at Disney World, but I would like to do, like, go to Magic Kingdom one morning, do a couple of rides, then trek over to Epcot and do a couple of rides, and then go to Hollywood Studios and do a couple of rides, and maybe end the day at Animal Kingdom and do a couple of rides. I think that would be just cool, and I've seen a lot of people do it as a challenge on their YouTube video. Number 13 is meet all of the Disney princesses. I've met most of them. I still have to meet Ariel, Merida, Mulan, Moana, and Pocahontas. They're like, out of all of them, those are the ones that I haven't met. I'm just checking to make sure I'm still up here. Okay. Number 14, fill out my Disney World passport at Epcot. Recently, I found my passport, and I brought my passport like years ago. And I got it because it had the cute little passport and the button, but I never went back and used it to fill out. And I just found it, and so that's a plan of mine, is to fill it out. Number 15, watch the fireworks from the balcony of the Contemporary Resort, which means eating at the California Grill, which I have no problem with. We've been to the Contemporary. We've stayed at the Contemporary. But we've only eaten at Chef Mickey's. So I hear the California Grill, the food there is really good. And so when you do that, they also allow you to go up on the roof and see the fireworks. And that would just be awesome. I've seen the fireworks from the beach at the Polynesian. I've seen the fireworks, of course, in the park. So being able to be on a rooftop and really see, that would be just cool. Number 16, take a photo in front of the cast member door at Magic Kingdom. Can somebody tell me where that door is? Because I see it in Instagram pictures all the time, and I don't have a clue where it is. I've never actually seen it. So it makes me think, if the more you go to Disney, this is my thought, the more you go to Disney, the more chance you get to see the little details, and because you're not rushing around trying to get to everything because you think this might be your last visit. And so that's what people always ask me, why do you want to keep going back? Because there's always something new to see. And so that's at the top of the list. Number 17, order the kitchen sink at Beaches and Cream. Now, I would need all my family members to be with us when we do that, because there's no way in the world my husband and I could eat all of that ice cream. And he's not even supposed to have ice cream. Eat all of that ice cream by ourselves. Number 18, do a behind-the-scenes tour at Walt Disney World. This would more be for my husband, because I just think he would love to see all of the inner workings of the behind the scenes. Either do the one, I think is Keys to the Kingdom, or even I would like to do the behind the scenes one that's at Epcot in the little boat ride. Well, I don't know why I can't think of it right now, but if you're a Disney person, you know. Photo with the Disney balloons on Main Street. This wasn't originally on my list, but I had seen it on a couple of other people's, and I was like, yeah, because I mean, like, it's a huge number of balloons. Now, they don't let you actually hold the balloons yourself. They're kind of in, the person who's selling them is kind of off to the side, but they will let you hold it to take a picture. And I think you do it with the cast members who take the pictures right there on Main Street. And we've never had a cast member take our picture on Main Street. That needs to be on my bucket list. Okay. Be Grand Marshal for a day at Magic Kingdom. That would just be like at the very top of the list if these were in any kind of order. To be the Grand Marshal and then be in the parade at Magic Kingdom, that would be so cool. Yeah, that's at the top of the list. Try the Disney dining plan at least once. Hopefully free. I don't know how, there's a lot of rooms going around. It's not going to be around a lot longer, and it's really hard to gauge when it's actually going to be, but that is at the list. Just to not have to worry, to just go ahead and order what you want to order while you're there and not have to worry about, do you have enough money for it, or, I mean, you know, or pay it off before you go. That is the best plan. A lot of people don't know. You can register to go to Disney a year in advance, and what you do is you pay on it until, I think you have to pay like 30 days before you leave. That, everybody says Disney is expensive. We make time and money for the things that we want to do, and so if that's something on your list, talk to a travel agent and see about doing it early and just paying on it each month like you would do for a Christmas fund or something. Okay, almost there. Happily Ever dessert party. That's on the list. Not so much for the dessert, but you also, if I'm not mistaken, this is the one where you get a special place to sit to see the fireworks at Magic Kingdom. If you've ever seen the Magic Kingdom show at night with the fireworks, it is crazy. Like, Main Street is just full of people. One year we thought we had a good spot, and oh my goodness, by the time it was time for the parade, for the fireworks, there was just like people everywhere, and it just felt really claustrophobic. So this actually gives you a chance to see it with still a lot of people, but not as many people crowding on you as if you were just on Main Street. Okay, almost there. Do extra magic hours in the morning. This is actually an extra ticketed event, and I meant to look up the price, but I couldn't. I didn't get a chance to do that before I started the video. But it basically lets you go in really early in the morning before they open the park up, even to the early magic people, to the people who come early to see the park. And you can get on the rides a couple of times before they actually open it up to the public. That would be cool to do. 24, afternoon tea at the Grand Floridian. I love the Grand Floridian. It's actually on a list of places that I want to stay at. And somehow or another, I think I skipped over it. Yeah, stay at the Deluxe Resort at the Grand Floridian. I skipped a few. Dinner at Cinderella's Castle. I'm Cindy. I need to go inside and see my own castle. Yeah, I skipped over those two. So that is on the bucket list as well. And then I would love to have afternoon tea at the Grand Floridian. I love everything British. So afternoon tea would just be really, really cool. And then last, a carriage ride at Port Orleans French Quarter. We've actually always said we were going to go over and visit, like even take the boat from downtown Disney Springs, and go over and see the boat and see that resort, because we've not actually ever stayed at any of the moderate resorts. We've stayed at the All-Star resorts, and we've stayed at the Deluxe resort. One time we just got really, really blessed and got to stay at Contemporary. So that's on the list. I would like to see it in advance, because I think if I was going to pick a moderate resort, that is the one that I would pick. So those are my 25 bucket list items for Disney. There's a couple of more things I'd like to do at Disney. Like I said, you can never see everything at Disney. I don't think that's what people understand when you go. It's like a city of its own. So you cannot see everything on one visit. You can't even see everything on 2 or 3 visits. Some people come from Europe and stay for 10 days, and they can't see everything. So there's always something new. And then this weekend they're opening Toy Story Land, which is 2 new rides that we've never seen before. And then next year is the I was going to say Star Trek, not Star Trek. Next year is into Star Wars. I'm not a big Star Wars fan, so I'm not as excited about that. And as much as I'm excited about Toy Story Land, I know I'll never get on a roller coaster. I'll probably get on a little swirly ride thing, whatever that's called. But they're always opening something different. Pretty soon there's going to be transportation in the sky to go to Hollywood Studios and Epcot from one of the resorts. I mean, there's always something new. Disney is always thinking of something new. So your bucket list is always going to be filled with things that you can do because there's always something new. So that is my 25 items for my bucket list. And tell me below what are the things that you really would like to do at Disney or have already done at Disney. I hope you enjoyed this video. Next week I will definitely have my favorite small shops. I'm going to try to do, like I said, originally I thought maybe I could do once a week, but I think I'm going to do 2 videos a month. And then if you don't know, I do update my blog every week. Right now I'm still trying to finish up my trip from last year on my blog, so you can follow below by checking some of the links out. And if you like this video, please hit the like button, and if you haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? Until I see you next time, have a blessed day.